What's up? It's your girl Viv with Urban AZ, and we are backstage at the Lyfe Jennings concert with the man himself, Mr. Lyfe Jennings. How you doing today?
All is well. What go on?
All right, all right. Thank you so much for a very wonderful performance. As always, you've been here a few times before. So, of course, I've got to ask, like I always ask everybody, how did it feel on the round stage?
It always feel good on the round stage, other than you losing where the hell you at. You know,
Right,
people
right.
spinning, but it's a good time. The people's always energetic, man. It's always,
I've read and I've heard that you've been called the people's musician, a conscious musician. What's your take on that?
I don't know. I mean, I hope that people will see some consciousness in me and see some success, and therefore they can see that they can have success at the very same thing. So on that level, I like it.
There's a lot of stuff that's going on in the world right now. A lot of stuff, a lot of discord, a lot of disrest. And as a musician, how do you feel about addressing that stuff? Because I know that a lot of entertainers, a lot of athletes, particularly in the African American community, aren't really speaking up about that. What's your take on that, and how do you feel about that, and what do you think, you guys that have a platform, what do you think that you should, is there something that maybe you could be, not you particularly, but in general, people could be doing more, or just speak on that a little bit?
Well, I think that people don't speak up on it because, on one hand, if you pro police, then people might take that as you negative community, and if you pro community, then people might take it as you being negative police. So people just choose to straddle the fence so that they don't lose the support of either side. But I think that you won't lose the support of either side as long as your opinion is from a place of consciousness as opposed to a place of anger. And I think that no matter what side that you on, it's your opinion, and it helps to bring attention to the subject. And it is an important subject. So I would encourage celebrities and what have you to definitely at least give us y'all opinions on it.
Absolutely, absolutely. How do you feel about voting? Do you think people should get out there and vote?
Definitely. You got to vote right now. I mean, otherwise you're going to have Trump in office. And, he going to be reciting Michelle's speeches next. So
Do you think she wrote it? Do you think she wrote that speech?
I just thought it was ironic. I didn't see a problem with her saying a speech because I cover songs sometimes. So if it's a great song and you want it to live on, I didn't see a problem. But I thought it was a problem in misleading the public, saying that I wrote the speech and then doubling back and saying that, trying to have people support your perspective that you just accidentally said the exact same thing that this lady said. And the only reason why I have a problem with that, a bigger problem with that, is because this is somebody who is going to have the ear of the president full time, and he's controlling the country. So if you're not honest and you're misleading, how can I trust you if you can't be honest on something small as that? How can I trust you with the president's ear to be honest on something as big as running the country?
Good words. I think that applies, like you said, not only in politics but relationships.
Absolutely. Like I wouldn't even want her the head of my community boys and girls club, let alone the head of the country.
Sure.
And even with Trump, like this guy, you have to understand that it's not even so much what he say, because that's his opinions on gays, that's his opinions on what he called illegals, and if he did his history, then he'd know the Indians was here first. So if anybody illegals, it's all of us.
All of us. Right.
But what I have a problem with him is that he divides people, and I think in a world that's poised toward terrorism right now, the terrorists are waiting on an excuse to kind of bring other people to support their cause, and by him dividing the people, he makes it more likely that somebody else is going to side with them, and that's dangerous for the future of America. Whether or not we agree with how America was formed, whether we feel like we're getting treated good or not, nobody's going back to Africa, so we have to live here.
Absolutely. We've got to make it work somehow.
Got to make
So-
it work somehow.
Right, right. Okay. So, what can your fans expect from you in the future? Now, I know you've delved into the acting thing, and we've seen you. We've seen you on TV there. I'm going to
Yeah.
ask you about that in a little bit. But
Right.
what can we look forward to as far as the music projects are concerned?
I mean, I'm working on stuff. Again, I want my albums to reflect where I am right now mentally. So I'm not rushing anything. I'm in the studio working, and when I feel like that I have a full project, not just a single like most people do for the radio, then I'm gonna drop something. And until then, I'm gonna stay on this road, doing shows, reminding people of what we've done in the past.
Okay, very good. And then finally, how can your fans keep in touch with you as far as social media is concerned?
I mean, the regular spots, Twitter, IG. I'm still getting around to Snapchat because I'm not really
Gotta do
the
it
internet
Snap.
type of cat.
Right.
Facebook,
Okay.
stuff like that. Instagram is like mainly, my page is private, so if I accept you, I'm gonna look at everybody's page, make sure they ain't, no nonsense, because I don't want no nonsense on my page.
Right. And what's your Instagram name?
Lyfe Jennings, Facebook Lyfe Jennings, Twitter Lyfe Jennings, everything.
Perfect. Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate you again. Like I said, every time you come here, you have such a strong show. The fans love you, as you can tell. And Phoenix Urban AZ, we're blessed to have Lyfe Jennings. And there you have it. Lyfe Jennings.
Lyfe Jennings.
Yeah, yeah.